Okay, now that I've shown you, first of all, how to maneuver within a Zoom meeting, and second of all, how to create your own account, I'm going to show you the last step, and that is how to set up a Zoom meeting yourself. Okay, so let me turn off the camera and let me just open something up for you. Now, remember before, in order to open an account, I went to the web browser to open the account. But in order to start a meeting, it's easier to do this from your Zoom app. Now, you might notice that I have the Zoom app up here in a shortcut right here at the top of my screen. But you can also go to your search bar and just type Zoom. Oops, type properly and say Start Zoom, the app. So either way works. There's my Zoom app, and you can see I've got a few choices. I've got a new meeting, I've got join a meeting, I've got schedule a meeting, and I've got share screen. Now, I've never shared a screen outside of a meeting, so I'm not sure how to use that, but let's just go to new meeting. If I wanted to start a meeting right now and talk to people, I'd be able to just hit that button and then invite people to come without scheduling it at all. So if I was on the phone with someone and said, listen, why don't I just set up a Zoom so that we can talk to each other and I can show you what I'm talking about, then that would be the way to do it. Just don't schedule it. Just go ahead and start it and then invite them. However, you can also schedule a call. So let's hit schedule. When you schedule it, it automatically comes up with information. So you can see, I think, that the topic is Wendy Lloyd Curley's Zoom meeting. Now, if you're in a hurry, you don't need to change the topic. But if you're not in a hurry, you can say something like this. Wendy's fantastic candles and coffee ketchup. All right? Wendy's fantastic candles and coffee ketchup. Now, today's Monday, April 6th. Let's make this for Tuesday at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. a.m. Beautiful. Make it for an hour? No, let's make it just for 30 minutes. Let's change that to 0 hours and 30 minutes. Recurring meeting. Maybe I should, but right now I'm not going to. I'm just going to make it for one time. Meeting ID. I have a personal meeting ID, and I could use that one, but I'm going to let it just generate a new one. The password is required now. That's a security measure. So from now on, you're going to have a password to get into a meeting. So we can't turn that off, but we can change it. I could make it anything I wanted to. So if I wanted to make it Wendy, I could make it Wendy. Or I could make it coffee or candles. So let me just write CANDLES. There. That's my meeting password. Okay? You can change it to anything you want. I want the video for the host to be on. I want the video for the participants to be on. I want the audio to be both, telephone and computer audio. I want the calendar invite to be created in Outlook because I use Outlook. Let's look at the advanced options. Enable the waiting room. Do I want to enable a waiting room or do I want people just to come in? No, I'm going to let them join before me and I don't need a waiting room. Mute the participants on entry. Well, we could have them on, but why not keep them off and teach them how to mute and unmute themselves when they first join? And then only authenticated users can join. They'd have to sign into Zoom in order to do that. Now, if I'm inviting people who I want to come to a candle party, I want it to be as easy as possible. So I don't want them to have to sign into anything other than this event. And automatically record the meeting. I'm not going to. I'm going to let this meeting be just a la natural, and whoever shows up gets to be there live, and if anybody misses it, they miss out. I'm going to hit schedule, and it's scheduling the meeting now. And it's also creating an Outlook invite. So have a look over here on my email. Look at this. Wendy's fantastic candles and coffee ketchup. It's got a Zoom link right in the location field, and it's got Wendy Lloyd Curley is inviting you to a scheduled Zoom meeting, and it's got a link right here, including the password. But have a look as well. It's got the meeting ID number and the password. So all of that's right there for you. You can see dial-in locations, and you'll notice I forgot to change it from Australia or to Australia from the US, but I usually delete this anyway. I delete the whole thing down to here, delete, and I just make it as simple as possible. I also add words to make it enticing and say, by the way, I've selected you specifically to come to my party. And then I use email and I can send them an invite directly. So let me just send it to me, Wendy, and there I am, and hit send. And then when I go into my email, I can see if I hit the send, right here, it's going to collect this. Well, it didn't do it yet. Here it comes. Where is it? Oh, I've got an error coming up during my recording, of course. But if it did come up, what's going to happen is it's going to show up in my inbox over here. And you can see that it hasn't shown up yet. Oh, no, there it is. Wendy's Fantastic Candles and Coffee Catch-Up. It's already in my inbox. Okay? And I can invite more people to that very easily from right there. Okay, so that's it for Zoom. It's so easy to create a meeting. And when you're ready to start the meeting, you just come here to home and you go to the schedule. No, sorry. And you go to the, here we go, meetings, up at the top here, meetings, and you start it. So here's my Fantastic Candles and Coffee Catch-Up. Here's the meeting I scheduled for today. Here's my happy hour later. When you're ready to start it, you just hit the start button and voila, it's going to start. And I'm going to make it bigger. And I'm going to turn on the video. And there I am. I'm ready for my people to come and join the meeting. If I want to add anybody during the meeting, I come down here and I say invite. Invite. And I can either copy the invite or copy the URL. It works super easy. Thank you for watching my tutorials. I hope they've been helpful. Any questions that you have, please make sure you send them and I'll do another tutorial to clarify things and make sure that you can use Zoom to grow your business. Thank you. Bye.